Okay, for class examples, I want to make sure we understand interval notation. Okay, here's the first one I want to do. I will write at the top, if it's a less than or a greater than, we put an open circle. I'm going to put parens there. If it's a less than or equal to, a greater than or equal to, it's a closed circle. That means we include the number we're talking about, and then you put the bracket. So for P is less than -4, you go to -4. It's an open circle. I always circle it, and then I kind of do I need to shade it in or not? In this case, I don't, because it doesn't say equal to. If I plug in a -4 here, and I ask the question, is -4 less than -4? That's false. I don't get to include the -4. It does not make this statement true when I substitute it in. I would graph on top, but since I don't have room to graph on top, I'll just do that. You can either do that, or if you want to shade in the line, do that. It doesn't matter to me how you graph. It matters to me that you understand. So I need to know for interval notation, I know I'm putting a range of numbers. I'm putting the littlest to the biggest. Well, the littlest number, if I keep going and going and going, I'm eventually going to get to -infinity, the littlest idea of a number in the whole wide world. -infinity is the littlest number. Biggest number this could equal is -4. It can't be a 7. That's not shaded. It can't be any of these numbers. 4 is where it's circled. That's where the graph stops. Okay, on infinity, I've told you, infinity is always parenthesis on infinities, whether it be positive or negative. The -4, in this case, it's not underlined, so I don't get to include the -4, so I put a parenthesis on that. I want to look at number 3. K is greater than or equal to -1. So let's first graph it. I'm going to circle -1. I know I'm going this way. I get to include the -1, because if I plugged a -1 in here, is -1 greater than or equal to -1? Well, it's not greater than, but it is equal to. So this is a true statement. That means I get to shade in my circle. I get to include the -1. So now in interval notation, if I need the littlest number that x could be equivalent to, or in this case, k, the littlest number it could equal is -1. That's where it starts. Don't put -infinity. That's not shaded. This one gets to go to the right, goes to the right till it eventually hits, guess what? ... infinity. So my littlest number is -1. My biggest is infinity. I told you infinity is always paren. Always. There is no exception to that rule. Now I just have to look at -1. It's solid. It's filled in. Interval notation, I get to include it. I think of this bracket as an equal sign. You can almost see it. It's separated, but I think of it as an equal sign. That's interval notation.